Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here today for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising's horoscope for the month of November and December. So we are starting at the new moon in your sign, Scorpio, on November 20th and going until the new moon in Sagittarius on December 20th. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Scorpio. Please like and subscribe. I've got a bunch of cool links down below. Y'all check those out. And let's go ahead, jump in and get started. So one thing I do want to bring up, Scorpio. So for the entire moon cycle, Jupiter in the sky is having a very, very close trine to Saturn. So Jupiter is currently in the sign of Cancer. Cancer rules your 9th house. This is long distance travel, long-term learning, the area of your life you're wanting to master. And Saturn is in your 5th house. This is kiddos and creative projects. And they've got this beautiful 120-degree trine going on. It's not necessarily exact, but the energy is felt. This is an energy of stability, structure, supporting our dreams, working hand in hand, and it's just there in the background, lending its beautiful energy of stability all month long, and I wanted to make you aware of that. We're starting this horoscope off on November 20th with the new moon in Scorpio. So this is your first house, Scorpio. This is how you are seen in the world. This is how you present yourself. There's going to be some kind of shift there with this new moon. And this is a beautiful new moon. There's a lot of energies and harmony. Uranus has recently moved back into your 7th house. This is the house of other people, the house that you attract in. Uranus is the planet of chaos, of crazy, of not having any rules. So your relationships with others may have seemed to kind of level out these past few months with Uranus in Gemini, but they flared back up recently. And this new moon is showcasing a little bit of that tension, Scorpio. Also on that day, Uranus trines Neptune. Now these are two outer planets. We are feeling this energy a week or so beforehand, a week or so afterwards. Because Neptune's involved, it's just hard to see. It's hard to see anything when Neptune kind of creeps in. We may reflect back on these moments later and be like, oh my gosh, that's what was going on. But there is some sort of energy of chaos and upheaval with your long-term relationships, with your partnerships. And it's triggering a little bit of sensitivity or maybe more creativity in your passion projects. This may be a spouse going a little bit nuts and taking the time to pray with the kids. But something along those lines is taking place, and it's highlighted under this new moon. Then on the 21st, very next day, the sun opposes Uranus, newly back in that 7th house of long-term relationships. So there's something about the spotlight being on you, being seen, that's going to cause some unexpected possibly rude behavior from your long-term partners. Maybe they step in, maybe they're jealous of the spotlight. This is a fast-moving energy, but this takes place on the 21st. Also on the 21st, the sun trines Neptune. So you are possibly feeling a little bit sensitive on that day, maybe overly sensitive. Your kids and your passion projects are definitely involved in these energies. This too is a fast energy, but that is taking place on the 21st. Then on Saturday, the 22nd, we just have a beautiful energy of stability. So that stability energy I was talking about at the first, just before getting started, of Jupiter trine Saturn, that energy's in the background. It's very close. And on the 22nd, Mercury trines Jupiter and Saturn. So we are able to think about stability. We are able to talk about a wholesomeness, putting our dreams into reality. This is a really beautiful day to have conversations about anything. Any conversations you've been putting off, wanting to have, needing to have. the 22nd is an excellent day to talk about things and discuss things with loved ones, with family, anything that has to do with emotions. It's just a great day for it. It is a fast-moving energy, but that energy is there on the 22nd. Also on the 22nd, the sun moves into Sagittarius. So this is your second house, the house of finances, family values. This is just part of your yearly cycle where the sun shines its energy into this area of your life, and finances and family values just become a little bit more important during this season. Then on the 23rd, the sun, newly in Sagittarius, sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is in your 4th house right now. This is upbringing, family, roots. There's something about you being in the spotlight that is rearranging things in the home. This is a fast-moving energy, but it's one of maybe redoing, rearranging, something come up and having to do things differently. So something about you focusing on your finances is causing some things to be rearranged in the home and family life. This is a fast-moving energy. It's there on the 23rd though. Then on November 24th, Mercury conjuncts Venus. So this is when two planets come together. They're in the same degree. Mercury and Venus are both in your sign, Scorpio. So people are thinking about you, they're talking about you, and you are looking good. And this is the energy of sweet words, having our mind on our money on our mind. This is having fun, enjoying ourselves. And people are wanting to enjoy themselves on that day as well, and they're wanting to include you because this is taking place in the 1st house. That should be, the 24th will be a beautiful day, Scorpio. Definitely enjoy it. Then on November 26th, Venus trines Jupiter and then trines Saturn. So it is trining both Jupiter and Saturn on that day, on the 26th. So Venus is joining this stability party that's taking place between Jupiter and Saturn. So this is stabilizing our fun, how we enjoy ourselves, how we relax. It is once again a beautiful day to relax with family, maybe negotiate details. This is also a beautiful day to sign some sort of contract regarding money, regarding structures, stability, abundance in the family. This energy is all just working together and flowing beautifully. This is a day where we're going to be grateful for being a part of the family and in the structures and safeties that we are in. Scorpio, this energy is taking place in your 1st, 5th, and 9th house. So this is the house of your appearance, you're looking good, and then Saturn once again is in that 5th house of kiddos and passion projects with Jupiter in that 9th house. And all these energies are just flowing together in a beautiful, beautiful way. Then on the 29th, Venus opposes Uranus and trines Neptune. Venus is still in your 1st house, making you look good. You're looking great just from angles. Pictures are just turning out beautifully right now. And something about looking good is triggering that partner or people in your life to tell you not to get a big head or put some kind of a stop to it, or just to do something surprising out of the blue. Maybe they bring you flowers. Shortly after this surprise behavior from your partner, whatever it is, Venus trines Neptune. So this is beauty and sensitivity. This is beautiful energy for you to work on your passion projects. Hang out with those kiddos. Do some creative projects with the kids. This is beautiful energy to do it under. Venus trine Neptune is not the day to work on finances. It's easy to see things unclearly that day. See it through an artist's eye, how it could be. This is excellent energy to meditate. This is not the day to balance the checkbook. This is not the day to go over details. It will be easy to be confused around money, around fun. Also on the 29th, Mercury stations to go direct. So Mercury is in your sign, Scorpio. So it'll be easy to be confused that day, to not quite understand how things are going. There may be people talking about you and getting the facts wrong. He's going to stand still in the sky and start to go forward. On days when Mercury stands still, it's just hard to really get things done. It's hard to have conversations. Traffic's probably not going to be great on the 29th. So if you don't have to get out on the road and deal with it, don't. Both Venus trine Neptune and Mercury stationing to go direct are short-term energies, but the energy of confusion, a little bit of chaos is going to be in the air on the 29th. So just lay back, try to enjoy it as much as you can, Scorpio. Then on November 30th, Venus moves into Sagittarius. So this is your second house of finances, money, family values. Going over the checkbooks just a little bit more fun when Venus is in your second house. This is also a great energy to find cute things to buy. So both Venus and Mars are in your second house right now. It's a good time to do law of attraction practices regarding money. If there's an item you're wanting to receive, this is excellent energy to do law of attraction practices underneath as well. Which brings me to an item I wanted to showcase under this energy. So it's easier to manifest when Venus and Mars are together in the same sign. And I have recently gotten this very cool Vogel-like crystal. So if y'all are familiar with Marcellus Vogel, he figured out a way to cut a rock crystal so that it magnifies and uses the energy as much as possible. It amplifies the energy. This is an excellent, excellent meditation tool. So I've got the link down below. This is not a Vogel crystal. It is a Vogel-like crystal. I wanted to make that clear, but I will be using it on the 30th to manifest. Then we go on until December 4th. This is the full moon in Gemini. This full moon is highlighting the financial sections of your chart. So this is putting some tension between your finances and your partner's finances and bringing this area into attention and focus. This could very much be the day that what you're trying to manifest financially comes about. This is the ending of a cycle, fruition of something financial, and this is taking place on the full moon in Gemini on December 4th, Scorpio. Then on the 6th, Mercury, which is still in your first house, how you appear, people are thinking about you and talking about you. Mercury trines Jupiter. So this is very much the energy of thinking generously, over-promising, over-delivering. This is talking a lot. So this is talking about the ninth house matters, things you're wanting to master in this world. With Jupiter in the sign of Cancer, you may be bragging a little bit about how well your family's doing. This is a positive thinking, glass half full sort of energy. It is there on the 6th, Scorpio. It's a fast moving energy, but definitely enjoy that day. Then on the 7th, Mercury moves along and trines Saturn. So Saturn's in that 5th house with those kiddos and creative projects, bringing structure and rules to an area of life that doesn't really like structure and rules. So people are talking about you. Maybe you've recently implemented some structures when it comes to your passion projects, how your kids need to behave or have fun. It's easy to think about this area of your life and how to structure it on the 7th, Scorpio. Then on the 8th and 9th, we're feeling the energy build up. Mars is in the sign of Sagittarius. This is your second house. When Mars is in your second house, it's a little bit easier to spend money, to impulsively buy things, and you will be wanting to do that, but something around your kids or passion projects is going to be holding that back. So Mars is going to be squaring Saturn on the 9th. A square is a 90-degree angle. This is a frustrating angle. The world in general is going to be impatient, probably starting on the 7th, definitely feeling it on the 8th. It comes to a head on the 9th. Just in general, this is the energy of having what we go after, having what we want, frustrated and held back, a lot of times unfairly. So it's going to be a pretty frustrating day. You can watch the news and watch a lot of people being restrained from getting angry. But just know this is frustrating your finances and your passion projects together. This too shall pass, and we'll be through with this energy by the 11th. Then on the 10th, Mercury is still in that first house. People are talking about you, thinking about you, Scorpio. It opposes Uranus. So it's something about people talking about you and thinking about you is triggering the spouse, triggering that business partner to just be unpredictable. This is a fast-moving energy, but that takes place on December 10th. Then on December 11th, Mercury trines Neptune. So this is sweet thinking, sweet words. It's very easy to meditate on the 11th, to sing, to say things that may not be fully true. It's easier to see things as being glass half full, whether they are or not. This is a soft, beautiful energy. It's there on the 11th, and then it moves on. Then on December 12th, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. So this is your second house, your finances. There's a lot of energy going on there. And on the 12th, 13th, and 14th, all the personal planets except for the moon are going to be in Sagittarius. So we've got Mercury there now. We have Venus, the Sun, and Mars. So this financial area of your life is extremely active right now, extremely highlighted. More than likely extra money's coming in and it's going out just as fast, and you are wanting to keep things organized, keep a handle on it. And all those planets are there on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. On the 14th, Mars squares Neptune. So something about spending money or maybe being aggressive with it can cause a little bit of confusion, especially in that area with your kids and with your passion projects. Maybe you are spending money to be creative for those passion projects and you're spending a little bit more than you realize. This is a faster moving energy, but it is there on the 14th. Then on the 14th, 15th, around midnight, Mars moves into Capricorn. So this is your third house. This is the community. This is your siblings, your neighbors. You're going to be motivated to hang out with them. They may be picking on you. This is sometimes an energy of competition, a bit of a combative nature. So if your neighbors start getting on your nerves around the 15th, 16th, hold on. It'll be there for about 2 months. But very late on the 14th or very early on the 15th, depending on where you are in the United States, Mars moves into Capricorn. Then on the 16th, the Sun in Sagittarius in that second house squares, that's that 90-degree angle, Saturn in that fifth house. So focusing on your finances, highlighting your finances is once again causing structures and restrictions in that creative area of your life with the area of the kids. So this is a fast moving energy as well. It's a bit of an energy of frustration, of wanting to do things but being held back. That is on December 16th. Then on December 20th, we come to the new moon in Sagittarius, your second house, Scorpio. So there's some sort of new start around finances for you on December 20th. This moon does bring about some confusion. It is square Neptune, so things may look better than they are. They may look worse than they are. So wait a few days if you're needing to go over things on your finances. Also, right after this new moon, Jupiter will square Chiron and Venus will square Saturn. So this is forcing a bit of healing in an uncomfortable way. Venus squaring Saturn is finances holding us back. So there's probably going to be a little bit of drama attached to this new moon. So be prepared for that, Scorpio. But this energy, this new start is taking place in your second house. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Scorpio. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with anyone you know who may want to be living their life more in line and in sync with the rhythms of the universe. I appreciate you. I'll see you again soon.